So in my 36 years of massage therapy, I came into a lot of people with shoulder problems. And a lot of times it's from arm position. We're internally rotated. You could be on a computer, you could be driving. Underneath the shoulder blade, there's a muscle called the subscapularis. It's the largest, strongest muscle of the rotator cuff. And when it tightens up, it makes other muscles work harder and they start fighting each other. So I end up inventing a nice product. I had a few different prototypes and I come up with a really great design. It's called the Relief King. It's a two-piece set, both the same. You get two of them. You could stack them if you like. That'll give it a little more thickness. It'll give you a contact in a little bigger area underneath the shoulder blade and affect a little bit more tissue. Or you could use one if you want to get a little bit deeper. This is a 1/2 inch thick. And it'll get a little bit deeper in there. And you just add a little movement, a little arm movement, and start freeing up the shoulder. So when this muscle's restricted, you have other muscles that have to work harder to do their job because it's being pulled one way and it's supposed to be going the other way. So give it a try. You got two. You could do them both at the same time. There's one, there's the other. This is a handle. You just drape the shoulder blade over it, lean into it, look for a tender area, compare left to right. Do you feel you have a shoulder problem? Do you notice you're a little more tender under that side? You probably do. This will balance it out. And once you free it up, you don't have to do it all the time. You know, don't wait for the pain to come back. Work it once in a while, maybe once a week. Watch your TV. You can still go on the phone, but help release it. If it's tender, it needs to be worked on. If it's not tender, you take a little break. But if you feel the restriction in there, tightness, don't let it cause problems. You don't want a restricted shoulder and shoulder problems, all right? If you play sports, there's a lot of times people are on a computer all year and then they think they're gonna go out and play softball. This time of the year, they go to bring their arm back and they will hurt their shoulders. I check the people and it's usually the subscapularis muscle underneath the shoulder blade here. It was in a short position for most of the year. We're not moving our shoulders around and you think you're gonna throw a softball home from center field and your shoulder says, you know what, I can't do it. It's about other sports too. Also, if you're using your shoulders a lot, this will help it recover. And this is only one way to use it, but this is the main thing that I end up making it for. So I also put a bump on the end of it. And the other biggest complaint I get people, I show them how to use a tennis ball to release things. People, biggest complaint, I don't want to have to get on the floor to use a tennis ball. Well, this is 14 by 4 with a bump on the side, on the outside there, and you position it where you want, slide it underneath the body, and lay on top of it. You could use this on your bed. You could use this on your couch. If you want to get in deeper, you do it on the floor. You can lay them side by side. The head would be at the top part here, and this will get in between the shoulder blades. And there's a little taper to both ends. So if you put them both down like this here and lay down with your head at this end here, it's to get the spread on there. We'll get on both sides of the trap. You can still adjust it a little bit to the area where you want, but it'll get the upper trap, which gets tight on everybody. That's a big complaint right there. So you get two Relief Kings. So the other thing it does, it's also a self-care massage tool. So it has this little grid in the back, which allows you to put your fingers in there and kind of locks it in. So you could actually use this as a scraping tool. I do it for my forearms all the time. Doing massage, these muscles tighten up. Just a few seconds, loosen it up. Do your hands with it. You can scrape it. You can scrape your neck. You could use the bump for your neck. Just slide it down. You'll know when you're in a good spot. You'll feel the tenderness. Compare left to right. Probably find a little imbalance there. And you could just, concentrate on that. So at the end over here, you got a little point there, almost like a thumb. So if you want to get into a spot, You can press into a tender area. Once you find it, you can find it with the round part. Now, if you just want to release it, add a little pressure, do a little holding point there, help release. You can add a little movement in there, work around the base of the skull. A lot of people get tight in there. Rotate the head, get a little movement, a little massage, and feel wonderful.